set for Sunday afternoon baseball from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today we wrap up the road trip with the third of 3 between the Los Angeles. In now is Andrelton Simmons, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. This is line to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch, and a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. A shot down the first baseline. Step on the bag for one. Throw to the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch. So
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Stepping into the box, Jose Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Shot toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count into shallow center field. Trout has a read on it. One away. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He's going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Here's Yonder Alonso, and their runners in the corners now. Simmons has it on to first, and the Triber held in check. Here's Justin Upton now. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. The throw to first is in time. 1 down. Here's Luis Valbuena now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this should be an interesting watch today because this team's playing well, all facets of the game. But They're facing an ace on the other side today, and they're going to have to jump on him early if they're going to have any chance.
Designated hitter, Albert.
Here's Albert now. Past history with Mike Clevenger. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping up now, Caleb Howard. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. The 2-1 home. Line drive to center field. Zimmer will get there, and he puts it away to. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Oh, that liner drilled the pitcher right on the mound. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He went deep last night twice, and he's back in standing. And it misses. 3-1 now. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1 and 4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. So stepping in, Bradley Zimmer. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. They get the force at the plate. Now in the box, Jose Ramirez. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. He'll come home with it, but not in time as he's across with the run.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Here it comes, 0-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. 1 run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. And he's in there safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. Stepping in, Michael Brantley.
They say when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring out there right now. Drives in 2 more with that shot, making it 4 runs in the inning.
And not in time as the run scores. So coming to the plate, Edwin Encarnacion threw a base on balls his first time up. And that's through for a hit. And they're not going to get him at third, so runners at second and third now with only 1 gone. Now at the plate, Yonder Alonso. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy could pick up the runner at third now.
Throw on to first will finally retire him. Back from Progressive Field as we're set for the beginning of the 3rd inning here on the show. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Here it comes on 1-1. This is foul right side. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lofted in the air out toward right center.
Zimmer's in pursuit. He's got it.
A nice play there. 2 away. Striding into the box, Andrelton Simmons. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here he comes again, 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Popped him up. Kipnis onto the grass, and that's the 3rd out. Angel coming to the plate now, Jason Kipnis. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Lifted the other way to left center. And this is taken in by Upton for the 1st out.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Francisco Mejia. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. The 3-2 pitch is in there, a called strike 3. Digging in, Bradley Zimmer reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Indians go into the box now. Zach Kozar comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Fouled off. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the 1st out. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Missed with a breaking ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Justin Upton now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey.
Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And that's out number 1. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Lifted down the line in left. Upton is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full. It's the Indians 6. And here's Luis Valbuena now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Payoff pitch one more time. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! A solo shot here to left, number 21 for him on the season, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Standing in now, Albert Pujols. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Gone! A solo shot for Albert Pujols. Number 23 for him thus far. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Wow, back-to-back to start the inning. Talk about putting a pitcher on notice. On the mound, you almost have to completely forget about those and try to convince yourself you're starting the inning over fresh. No one on, no one out.
In now, Caleb Coward. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Again, he sends it out of play. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Two and 2 the count to Cole Calhoun.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Ripped to second base. Kipnis has it, and that's the second out. Now batting, Martin Maldonado. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Two and 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the run is Zimmer. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ready once again, Edwin Encarnacion. He doubled his last time through. 1 and 2.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, He's on point.
This will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Third baseman, Yonder
Now, payoff pitch home. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Striding in for the Indians, Tyler Naquin. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Swing and a liner. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes. In now is Andrelton Simmons. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Line drive to center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
How batting?
Stepping up to the plate, Zach Cozart, who sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Waiting on it is Zimmer. 1 out. Settling in now, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away. Now at the plate, Justin Upton. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A 1-1 now to Upton. Hard hit ball to second. There's one. On to Alonso. It's a double play, and the inning is over. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here now the 2-2. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He'll go to the bag for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Ramirez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Digging in now, Francisco Lindor. He flew out in his last at-bat. Don't want to forget about it. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now the 2-1. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Zach McAllister is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Digging in once again, Luis Valbuena. He went deep last time up. Bounce it to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Here's Albert now. In prior meetings with Zach McAllister, he's 3 for 9. He's taken him deep once. A ball and 2 strikes to Albert Pujols. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Brantley, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Popped him up. Ramirez into shallow left. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, and that is 27 for him on the year, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
And this is an all-familiar sight, something we've seen all season long. When they need a clutch hit or an offensive blast, he's their go-to guy, and this is just one example in a long line of many. He's fun to watch.
Stepping in now, have him looking awfully confused up there right now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence, so hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that. Nick Goody takes over here with a runner at first and two gone in the inning. Number 20, pinch runner.
Number 25.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. But the number 25 will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 25.
Here's Michael Brantley. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Rene Rivera is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 44.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And this is taken in by Upton for the first down.
A designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a lineout. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
The batter.
Striding in, Yonder Alonso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hard on the ground towards short, taken in by Simmons. And that will conclude matters here in the... Standing in, Zach Kozart. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a black.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left. 29 home runs for him on the year, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
In any other game, hitting 4 home runs might feel great, but they've hit 4 and they're still losing. Tough to figure, but the math doesn't lie.
Cody Allen is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
37, Cody Allen.
Into the box now, Mike Trout. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. The Angels find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still,
Not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball. Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Justin Upton becomes the first out of the inning. Hit hard up the middle. Kipnis is there. The second for one. And an offline throw, but he puts the tag on for route number 3. But the Angels draw a bit closer thanks to the... Into the box now, Tyler Naquin will step in to lead it off for Cleveland. He'll be followed in the order by Jason Kipnis. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. Stepping into the box, Jason Kipnis. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Ready for another chance. Francisco Mejia, a hit in 2 tries so far. Naquin stands at first with 1 out. Runners on the move for second. Grounded to first. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that's in there. Base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of...
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Andrew Miller comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's Albert now. He'll be the one to get things started against the closer, Andrew Miller. A 1-1 home. And this is fouled at the plate. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. And now for the Angels, Caleb Coward. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hard ground ball to third. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Cole Calhoun. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Coward, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Rene Rivera. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Missed with a slider. Ball 3.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. 8-5 today. The Cleveland Indians took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Mike Clevenger earns win number 4 on the season. Shohei Ohtani is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. Andrew Miller wraps it up. Now from the longtime home of the... Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Now the payoff pitch home. Grounded to short. Simmons is there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. Dixon Machado digs in. Only one hit for him in his last 4 ball games. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losing, and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Digging in, number 25. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. And he'll be back in standing up. Two balls and a strike to count to Andrelton Simmons. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they dropped the first 3 games of this road trip, but you got to find a way to shower it off. I always said that when I left the field after I took that shower after the game, it's got to go down the drain. That game has got to go away. They find themselves in a new series right now with a chance to redeem themselves.
Matuk is there, and he makes the catch for the out. On to first, a double play. Stepping in, Mike Trout. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. Sliders in for a strike. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Popped him up. Machado is there, and the side is... Nick Castellanos now. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. The 1-2. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Trout is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. 3-1 to him now. And it's full now, 3-2. Another full count pitch home. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he struck him out. Here's Leonis Martin. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's Justin Upton now. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Smoked on the ground left side. And the Angels are going to have their first hit of the ball game. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base. Standing in, Zach Cozart. He had a homer in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
When in doubt, take a step off the mound, grab the rosin bag, and take a deep breath. After a leadoff single, now you almost drilled the guy with the next pitch. You have to find a way to rely on your mechanics.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. At the plate, Martin Maldonado. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Upton leads off first with 1 away. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Hit hard to third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. In now, Jeffrey Marte. And he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. The 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And the speed of Upton is enough to beat the throw to the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Ready now for L.A., Ryan Schimpf. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Angels get just the 1. We played 2. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Nico Goodrum, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Still 1-2. Landon Middleton is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 39, Middleton.
Now another 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Schimpf scoops it up, and he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Dixon Machado would be next. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Riding in once again, number 25. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first.
Hey, going back to his first at-bat, that was a terrific at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrelton Simmons. The 1-1. Chopped weakly to the left. And there's out number 2. Ready now, Mike Trout. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Justin Upton. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. But the runner's back easily. Fouled away. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back easily. He'll try again, 1-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts it in. Dixon Machado digs in as we begin the top of the fourth. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Dixon Machado becomes the first out of the inning. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder
Nick Castellanos now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire. At the plate, Zach Cozart. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he fouls this one off. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth. At the plate, Martin Maldonado. He reached on a single in his first try.
Maldonado.
The 1-2. This is skied into short left center. There to take it is the sure-handed Iglesias, 1 away. Now at the plate, Jeffrey Marte looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 3-2 pitch. Bounce towards the mound. To second for 1. On to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the 1. Into the box, Cole Calhoun. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Mata looking up. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year as the Angels have now opened up a 4-0 lead.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Into the box, number 25. Soft liner towards center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Stepping in now, Andrelton Simmons. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 2-1. There's a fastball that misses.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3. Next up for Detroit, Jeimer Candelario. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Missed with a slider. Ball even at 2-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Now to the plate, Leonis Martin.
Hey, listen, Dero, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Hit in the air to left field. Upton's after it. Oh, no. Looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. And this is off the wall now for Upton out there. And the runner will score from first. Throw won't get him. Next for the Tigers, Jake Rogers. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. To 2-2 now. 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So it's 2 runs. Marty Lewicki is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Now the 2-1 pitch. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Here's Justin Upton now, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
And Upton lays off again, and he's in control of the count. It's 3-1.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4. Now at the plate, Zach Cozart. It was a walk in his last trip. Upton stands at first with 1 out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Castellanos calls for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Martin Maldonado. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Payoff pitch home. Takes this the other way to right. Castellanos is there, and he'll make the catch. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Line to the right side, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's the single. Go figure.
Now a swing, and Cabrera blasts this one out to deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Into the box now, Nicholas Castellanos. Hit hard on the ground to first. Martin is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
The next batter, Jamer Candelario. He was a ground-out victim last time up. 2-1. 4 runs, only 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. This is in the air out to straightaway center. And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Here's Jeffrey Marte now. He'll lead things off for the Angels in inning number 6. The 2-2. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Another 2-2 offering. High in the air out to center field. Martin is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Ready for another shot now, Cole Calhoun. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. 4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Martin has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting. Second baseman. Ryan.
And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
The last at that, Nettie D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Angels are gone in order. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Trout looks up, off the rocks, and gone. Standing in now, Leonis Martin. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Nico Goodrum. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. 1 out, nobody on. Nick Tropiano comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 35, Nick Tropiano.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Jake Rogers. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Ball taken there, 2-1 now. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it, and the inning is over. One for. Digging in and looking for more, number 25. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
One away, and here's the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
3-2 now. Swing and a drive to left by Trout. This one's got a chance. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. Two-run shot that time for Mike Trout, number 36 on the year for him. And this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
He's one of the best home run hitters in the league, and rightfully so. You're not going to get cookies thrown at you every at-bat. Most guys can handle a fastball, but he waited back on that off-speed pitch and drove it right out of the yard.
Into the box, Justin Upton. Push to the right side. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So striding in, Zach Cozart, over 2 with a walk for him so far. The 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Ready with another 2-2. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down in the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Iglesias. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, second baseman.
Dixon Machado digs in. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Swing and a liner. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
First baseman number 24.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Miguel Cabrera. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out. Try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Count is 1-2 now. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance. Joe Jimenez will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year. Digging in, Martin Maldonado. Albert Pujols is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the eighth as they look for some insurance. A ball and 2 strikes to Albert Pujols. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Count still full, 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. The next 3-2. Swing and a ground ball to third. Candelario ranges to his right, and there are 2 away now. Stepping into the box, Cole Calhoun. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounded to the right. Machado fields it cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. 9th inning set to begin.
Number 5, Albert Pujols.
Rene Rivera is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 44.
Blake Parker takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 53, Blake Parker.
A swing and a miss at a ball down.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Jeimer Candelario becomes the first out in the 9th inning. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw on to first will be in time, and now the Tigers are down to their final out.
Now batting.
Here's Leonis Martin, mano-a-mano with Blake Parker. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first here is going to be in time as the Angels will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Los Angeles Angels jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Nick Tropiano gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Blake Parker closes the door for the save, his 28th on the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching